Prynhawn da, a chroeso I ddinas Cardiff ac I seremoni raddio Prifysgol Cardiff. Good afternoon and welcome to the city of Cardiff and to the graduation ceremony of Cardiff University. I'm Dr. Chris Turner, and it is with great pleasure that as University Director I welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony. We're here to celebrate our students' achievements, and I'm particularly pleased to welcome parents, family and friends to join in this celebration. I'm joined here on stage by the representative of the Council, the Vice-Chancellor, the academic staff and the Students' Union representative. The representative of the Council of the University, Mr. Gethin Lewis, who is kindly standing in for Professor Sir Keith Peters, who can't be with us today, I'm afraid. Gethin Lewis will formally open proceedings, and the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. David Grant, will receive students to their award. To my left is Professor David Skilton, the University's orator, and later he will introduce our honorary fellow. Honorary fellowships are awarded at our graduation ceremonies to those who have achieved international distinction in their field, and today we are honoured to welcome Dr. Ron Zimmern. Students, today marks a marvellous milestone in your life, as it does in the lives of those who have supported you over the last few years, and it's good to see that so many of them are here today. Now, I'm sure it will enhance your understanding and enjoyment of the day if we spend just a few moments going through the procedures for the ceremony. Now, for those of you receiving an award today, perhaps you thought that passing your exams was the biggest challenge in gaining your degree, but an even bigger challenge faces you today. You have still to cross this stage and shake hands with the correct person. Try not to seek your award from anyone other than the Vice-Chancellor. The order of proceedings is included in the programme, along with the words used for the various stages of the ceremony under the relevant heading. A presenter will read out the names of the students being received to the same award. When each name is called, the student will ascend the stage, walk towards the Vice-Chancellor and shake his hand. Now, whilst past experience has shown this to be a little more challenging than it sounds, your approach to the stage and your return to your seat will be carefully guided by our specially trained marshals. So don't worry, once the ceremony is underway, it really is a case of follow the leader. When you leave the stage, you will stand with your group facing the stage, and the Vice-Chancellor will formally receive you to your awards. You will doff in reply, and you will then be reseated by the marshals. When all awards have been received, students will be asked to stand to receive the university's greetings, and I will ask all those who have received an undergraduate diploma or degree in any aspect of healthcare to stand for the recital of the medical oath. Also, and importantly, can I invite you to clap only after the Vice-Chancellor has admitted each group of graduates to their awards, and not as each one crosses the stage. This will help with our webcast, and I can assure you it will also ensure that your hands are still in reasonable working order by the end of the ceremony. Finally, can I also ask that you check to ensure that your mobile phone is switched off, please. Enjoy the ceremony.
Prynhawn da a chroeso I Neuadd Dewi Sant ar seremoni raddio yma yn y flwyddyn 2010. Good afternoon. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to St David's Hall and to this graduation ceremony in 2010. To overcome the formality of these caps and gowns, may I first introduce myself. I am Gethin Lewis, and I have the honour of presiding at this ceremony – as a member of Cardiff University Council. Croeso arbennig I holl deuluodd a ffrindiau a'n myfyrwyr. Diolch am eich cymorth a'ch cefnogaeth I alluogi hwy I astudio yma yng Nghaerdydd. I'd like to add a special welcome to members of your family and to your friends. I'm sure their support and encouragement has been invaluable to all of you. Llongyfarchiadau I chi gyd sydd yn graddio heddiw. Congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. You have been successful in your studies, and you've gained your rightful place at this afternoon's ceremony. All of you sitting here eagerly awaiting to be admitted as graduates of this prestigious university deserve congratulations several times over. Congratulations on winning admission in the first place all those years ago. Cardiff is one of the most sought-after universities in the United Kingdom. Standards of admission are high. Selection, as you all probably remember, is extremely competitive. For every one of you sitting here, 6 or 7 other applicants were fighting keenly to be here instead of you. I said one of the most sought-after universities in the United Kingdom. I should have said one of the most sought-after universities in the world. Many of you have travelled great distances for the challenges and rewards of a Cardiff University degree course. Cardiff students are valued around the world for their skills, knowledge, and attitude. Congratulations on your years of study here. Research-led teaching is one of the distinctive features of Cardiff University. Your professors and lecturers are some of the most original and pioneering thinkers in their chosen fields of expertise. Many of you will have participated in research projects, learned to ask new questions, and encouraged to challenge conventional wisdom. I hope that free, inquiring Cardiff University state of mind will stay with you to enable you to contribute to new developments in your nursing and midwifery professional careers. In Cardiff, we also pride ourselves in involving the students in the development and direction of our courses. The Students' Union in Park Place has on its doors Myfyrwyr Gyntaf, Students First, setting the agenda for the university. The UK review body for university teaching gave Cardiff the highest possible rating for standards of teaching and learning. They particularly praised partnerships with students at all levels of decision-making. They concluded, and this is something I can confirm from my own involvement as a former student and now a council member, that students are members of this university, not customers nor clients. You should also be congratulated for studying at the leading nursing and midwifery school represented at this ceremony this afternoon. As graduates of the School of Nursing and Midwifery Studies, you will make a significant and lasting contribution to the health and well-being of the people of Wales and beyond. The vast majority of newly qualified graduate nurses and midwives will secure employment in the National Health Service, which of course has its proud roots in Wales. Many of you will continue to serve the local communities in which you first experienced the challenges, the stresses, but above all, the joys of life as a healthcare professional. I am told that the origin of the term midwife is from the time when you had a woman who assisted at a birth and was midway between the mother and the male doctor. The French word for midwife is sage femme, a wise woman. The Welsh word for a midwife, in my opinion, is more meaningful than the French. It is Bydraig, a woman who brings life into the world. Those of you receiving taught postgraduate awards today will drive up standards of nursing and midwifery care in the United Kingdom and overseas as advanced practitioners. Those of you receiving doctorates are being recognised for your important contributions to the growing body of specialist nursing and midwifery knowledge. This year, we are delighted to welcome the first graduates of the school's innovative new BSc programme, delivered at the Oman Specialised Nursing Institute in Muscat. We look forward to welcoming many of you back soon to undertake Masters and PhD programmes, building further on this special international relationship. Congratulations on what you've brought to Cardiff and to Wales. In recent years, students have successfully combined study with setting up their own businesses. Your student concern has helped people at home and abroad. Your efforts have helped the homeless here in Cardiff and paid for clean water in Africa, amongst other good causes. Events at the Students' Union have made Cardiff one of the most vibrant and energetic student music scenes in Britain. Many of you will have taken part in Student Volunteering Cardiff, one of the largest such schemes in the country. Students have given more than 80,000 hours of their most precious time in the past year, helping more than 800 vulnerable and disadvantaged people every week. You are a prime reason why Cardiff University is so valued in its home community. Finally, congratulations on today becoming a worthy Cardiff University graduate. You have been successful in your studies and you've earned your rightful place at this ceremony. Cardiff graduates are leaders in business, engineering, science, the arts, and of course, healthcare. I know you will build on their achievements, especially in these difficult economic times. There is one other group to be congratulated to. Parents, partners, and families. Congratulations, not only on finding your way to this venue, amongst the massive shopping developments recently opened in our fine capital city, but also a sincere thank you for the invaluable support you've shown those graduating today. I am delighted you have been able to join us and share in this very special ceremony. The stars of this ceremony, of course, are sitting in the stalls. You who are about to graduate. Your successful journey at Cardiff University is coming to an end. However, a few more steps will be needed shortly as you take to the red carpet and shake hands with the Vice-Chancellor. Before the formal proclamation to be read in Welsh and English, I would like to remind all those graduating, this is not the end of your association with Cardiff University. It is, I hope, the beginning of a new one. Today you join the worldwide family of Cardiff University alumni. It is a family that helps you stay in touch with each other and with us. I hope that you will remember and share your experiences, that you'll come back to see us often, and that you will continue to support us so new generations of students can benefit, as you have done, from the outstanding research, teaching and learning here at Cardiff University. Mwynhewch yr achlysur, a gobeithio bydd y seremoni heddiw yn dduthgofiadwy i chi sy'n graddio ac hefyd i'ch teulu a'ch ffrindiau. Enjoy this occasion and make it a truly memorable ceremony, the equivalent of the Oscars for you, your family and friends. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you.
Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. Boed hysbys i holl aelodau'r Brifysgol ac ar hyd a lled y byd fod cynulliad o Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym Mhrifddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Frenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod i dderbyn y myfyrwyr sydd yn rhinwedd eu hastudiaethau alhysgolheictod wedi arholi'n briodol yn unol â statudau'r Brifysgol ac wedi cael yn deilwng o'i graddau. Wrth ddathlu llwyddiant y rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, fe'i hatgoffwn o'i cyfrifoldeb i gyfrannu o werthoedd y Brifysgol hon. Nod iddynt hwy i'w ceisio, drwy eu cyflawniadau, wasanaethu ar lles pawb, ymdrechu sicrhau rhagoriaeth ym mhob peth ac ymboeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Gwrandewch yn awchus ar y ddoethineb, gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenedlaeth. Nerth gwlad yw ei gwybodaeth. A nation's strength is in its learning. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of this university and found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation, and in doing so, remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of this university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence on all things, and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
I, Professor Sheila Hunt, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Midwifery. Rachel May Cantor. Tamsin Louise Clark. Camilla Davis. Deborah Jane Davis. Kate Rebecca Farnsworth. Kerry Ann Hamlin. Sarah Elizabeth Heap. Louise Patricia Houghton. Kerry Ann Jones. Jodie Elizabeth Jones. Margot Jones. Melanie Ann Lewis. Sally Morby. Sally Ann Meek. Zoe Milchap. Bethany Joy Sanguine. Charlene White.
Fernanda, good afternoon. At this point in the ceremony, and at other equivalent times, it is a tradition of the university for the Vice-Chancellor to speak in Welsh to receive each group of graduates to their awards. The Welsh phrase I will use, when translated, means, "Through the authority conferred upon me by the university, I receive you to the award or degree, which I will name, and to all the privileges of that degree." Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn bydwreigiaeth ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Sheila Hunt, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Nursing. Craig Kenneth Ahern. Tracy Lisa Allen. Gemma Michelle Bailey. Sharon Ball. Ian David Banks. Sarah Louise Barrett. Sarah Joy Bartlett. Shelley Marie Bevan. Amanda Jane Billingham. Lydia Chloe Bills. Anthony James John Bird. Amy Blake. Lorna Claire Boswell. Catherine Bourne. Kevin Brady. Samantha Louise Brown. Ruth Helen Budworth. Joelle Ann Button. Emma Jane Camilleri. Claire Chaplin.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn nesio ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Nicola Clark. Robin Clark. Rachel Elizabeth Clement. Samuel Clements. Isla Jonita Conway. Donna Elizabeth Cooper. Zoe Anna Corbett. Jessica Crago. Emily Grace Davis. Laura Davis. Louise Allison Davis. Rhys Davis. Leanne Davis Jones. Kerry Donahue. Anna Marie Dowers. Hannah Elizabeth Dunn. Sheila Marie Abelling. Deborah Edwards. Alison Jane Ellis. Bethan Marie Evans. Claire Louise Evans.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rath baglor mewn nerso ac I holl ffrenia rath hon. Congratulations.
Claire Louise Evans. Kate Ellen Evans. Heather Evans Hunt. Catherine Lee Faulkner. Tracy Gallagher. Nicola Dawn Gethin. Rhiannon Elizabeth Gibbs. Rhian Amy Grapes. Rebecca Harry. Laura Elizabeth Harrison. Leanne Harvey. Louise Hawkey. Dominique Marie Hayward. Claire Louise Heaney. Catherine Henry Sanyan. Michaela Hoare. Alice Cooper. Alice Catherine Horscroft. Victoria Howell. Beverly Lynn Howliston.
Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rodd baglor mewn nasio ac I holl ffraniau rodd hon. Congratulations.
Charlotte Elizabeth Hughes. Samantha Hughes. Esther Louise James. Neris Ellen James. Lindsay Sarah Elizabeth James Lee. Sharon Jeffrey. Sophie Jelfs. Lucy Jenkins. Caris Meyer-Jones. Chantelle Louise Jones. Elizabeth Ruth Jones. Jennifer Ann Jones. Kaylee Elaine Jones. Rachel Jones. Sioned Eleri Jones. Claire Louise Calamy. Alison Terry Kavanagh. Samantha Lauren Kerr. Julia Lorraine Lear. Rosa Learmonth. Lucy Elizabeth Lewis.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rodd baglor mewn nasio ac I holl ffraniau'r rodd hon. Congratulations.
Cheryl Ann Lowe. Claire Mahoney. Sarah Marini. Laura Jane McClelland. Laura Jane McGarry. Rebecca Kate McGarry. Jeanette Miles. Catherine Mills. Louise Victoria Mitchell. Lydia Moran. Anne Morgan. Maria Catherine Murphy. sorry. That was Sarah Nash. Lorna Karen Oliver. Neil James O'Shea. Melanie Overall. Miriam Owen. Emily Jane Palmer. Jenny Marie Parker. Vicky Payne. That's it. Thank you.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn nasio ac I holl ffyraniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Lucy Morgan. Natalie Pierce. Lucy Ann Peplow. Kimberly Emma Perkins. Harriet Hannah Hillinger. David Pitchforth. Alice Rhiannon Powell. Christopher Owen Powell. Jane Margaret Power. Rebecca Louise Priest. Rachel Prentice. Linda Price. Claire Pring. Laura Natasha Rather. Claire Louise Rawlinson. Paul Rees. Veronica Reaver. Amy Mary Roach. Joanne Elizabeth Roberts. Monique Mary Robbins. Yasmin Mary June Rooks. Jennifer Rowe.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn nasio ac I holl ffyraniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Rebecca Karen Sad. Francesca Catherine Schneider. Emily Rachel Schofield. Jane Lucinda Searle. Caroline Shaxson. Rebecca Ann Sharland. Claire Marie Smith. Helen Rosemary Stevens. Claire Stone. Carol Circuit. Zainab Takihazda. Nicola Tanetta. Eleanor Thomas. Judith Thomas. Rachel Jennifer Thomas. Ruth Louvain Thomas. Violet Victoria Charlotte Thomas. Anna Louise Toppin. Danielle Marie Tudor Williams. Beverly Ann Tumelty.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rodd baglor mewn nasio ac I holl ffraniau rodd hon. Congratulations.
Caris Rhian Turner. Verity Alice Bavadis. Nicola Fargas. Natalie Jane Vatuyos. Sarah Jane Vidler. Barbara Ann Voy. Claire Ann Wakenham. Amanda Barbara Wall. Stacey Lee Wallace. Hayley Michelle Ward. Christopher Waters. Catherine Ann Watt. Caris Eleanor Webb. Julie Denise Webb. Claire Elizabeth Wellbeloved. Louise Stewart Brooks Vessels. Julia Weston. Stephanie Ann White. Francis Wilcox. Megan Sarah Williams. Marilyn Yildirim.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn nasio ac I holl ffrania radd hon. Congratulations.
Begum Ali. Caris Belinda Brown. Gemma Louise Burke. Amy Cox. Marion Davis. Rebecca Lowry Davis. Catherine Teresa Grattan. Stephanie Catriona Harding. Epi Louise Hathaway. Rachel Catherine Humphreys. Claire Jenkins. Rebecca Zeal Jones. Rhiannon Sean Jones. Helen Jane Keddy. Gemma King. Faye Amelia Lawrence. Catherine Elizabeth Newbury. Nurul Osliana Osman. Cheryl Perkins. Samantha Priest. Laura Price. Emma Louise Smith. Zara Avis Stonehier. Charlotte Wilkins. Heather Grace Young.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn nasio ac I holl ffrania radd hon. Congratulations.
Freya Louise Crowley. Katie Fowler. Julia Mary Gingell. Lisa Marie Harris. Sarah Linda Harrison. Lindsay Marilyn James. Donna Kestel. Leanne Claire Leary. Kelly Marie Llewellyn. Emma Marie Luke Carter. Emily Louise Mahoney. Wendy Jane Mitchard. Belinda Jane Morris. Lisa Sullivan. Stephen Wynne.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn nasio ac I holl ffraniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Sheila Hunt, introduce those who've received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Joanne Helen Bartlett. Tracy Bowen Knight. Amanda Daly. Laura Davis. Vanessa Lee Davis. Victoria Helen Davis. Christine Joy Delahaye. Richard Henry Hillman. Louise Hodge. Samantha Jane Holliday. Hannah Wynne Humphreys. Ponnama Jakumar. Anne Jenkins. Fiona Jenkins. Eileen Knight. Bethan Lever. Beth Livesey. Katie Lonergan. Angela Jane Melvin. Laura Suzanne North. Anne-Marie Powell. Gillian Rees.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Marion Ross. Anne Rowlands. Gomathi Sivamuragan. Nicola Skinner. Kerry Ann Thomas. Helen Wright. Mark Austin. Jane Carol Brunsden. Selina Helen Cribb. Angela Hiscox. Susan Elizabeth Hall. Michelle Louise Lee. Claire Morris. Donna Ann Barbara Pace. Jane Elizabeth Barnsley. Sarah Jane Bell. Nicola Rhian Nicholas. Julie Roach. David Nigel Willacombe. Kerry Sean Gardner-Hogg. Kirsty Ann Wilkinson. Marianne Al-Kambashi. Sukaina El Lawati. Najela Al-Subi. Maya Al-Siabi. Zaima Al-Rashadi. Aisha Al-Zajali.
Trwy awdurdod a prifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl frenia radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Sheila Hunt, introduce those who've received the Diploma of Higher Education. Robert James Bristow. Janie Elizabeth Unonen. Sally Elaine Lewis. Kay Saunders Short. Rosemary Smith. Lynn Woolway. Jane Cooper. Adrian Evans. Amanda Johnson.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I ddiploma addysg uwch ag I holl ffrenia radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the postgraduate certificate. Nicola West. Christina Jane McFarlane.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I dystysgrif olryddedig ag I holl ffrenia radd hon. Congratulations.
Sorry, which one to do these? I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the postgraduate diploma. Lindsay Ann Groves. Claire Louise Archer. Plaxides Chimbati. Faye Louise Fear. Claire Rhian Gwillem. Helen Samantha Hubbock. Gaynor Lewis. Helen Louise Rice. Sarah Louise Thomas.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I ddiploma olryddedig ag I holl ffrenia radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the Master of Science. Mary Cordis Ahuzi. Gemma Burns. Karen Fortune. Catherine Gashi. Dua Hafez. Annie Irene Hardesty. Anne Katharina Rybavka. Nicola Jane Rook. Jane Louise Rowlands-Meller. Donna Newell. Maurice Patrick O'Brien. Anna McCunnon-Smith. Wendy Stone. Melanie Gaynor Williams.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaeth chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffraniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the Doctor of Philosophy. Amy Lloyd.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaeth chwi I radd doether mewn athroniaeth ac I holl ffraniau'r radd hon. Congratulations, Amy.
Okay, sorry for the slight delay. We have two extras. I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received Diploma of Higher Education in Nursing. Julia Gingle.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaeth chwi I ddiploma addysg uwch ac I holl ffraniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
And I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce one further who has received the Bachelor of Nursing, Larissima Louise Pierce.
Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol a amddirddiadwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rodd baglor mewn narsio ac I holl ffraniau'r rodd hon. Congratulations.
We now come to an important, indeed a solemn part of the ceremony, and that is the recital of the medical oath. Can I ask all those of you who have received an initial diploma or degree in any aspect of healthcare to stand? Can I also invite the platform party to stand? The oath reader, Lowry Edwards, will declare the oath first in Welsh and then in English, and then ask you to agree the oath by inviting you to say the words, I do.
I will now declare the oath first in Welsh and then in English, and then I will ask you to agree to the terms of the oath. A ddawad mae fy mlaenoriaeth gyntaf fydd gofalu am fy nghleifion. Byddaf yn garedig gyda phob claf ac am drechaf I gyfathrebu yn effeithlon gyda nhw. Byddaf yn parchu urddas a'i preifatrwydd a'i hawl I gyfrannu'n llawn at benderfyniadau ynglŷn â'i gofal. Byddaf yn onest ac yn ddibynadwy bob amser ac yn parchu a diogelu gwybodaeth gyfrinachol. Ni fydd fy nghredoau personol yn ymharu ar ofal fy nghleifion. Trwy gydnabod cyfyngiadau fy nghymwysedd, byddaf bob amser yn diweddaru fy ngwybodaeth am sgiliau proffesiynol. Os bydd gennyf reswm da I gredu nad o'i fi neu gydweithiwr yn addas I weithio, byddaf yn gweithredu'n gyflym I ddiogelu cleifion rhag perygl. Ni fyddaf yn camddefnyddio fy sefyllfa broffesiynol a byddaf yn gweithio gyda chydweithwyr yn y ffordd orau lles y cleifion. Yn yr holl faterion hyn, ni fyddaf byth yn gwahaniaethu'n anheg yn erbyn fy nghleifion na'n cydweithwyr, a byddaf yn barod I gyfiawnhau fy ngweithredoedd iddynt ym mhob achos. Rhoddaf yr addewid yma ar fy llw yn wirfoddol ac o ddifrif. I promise that I will make the care of my patients my first concern. I will be considerate to all my patients and will strive to communicate effectively with them. I will respect my patients' dignity and autonomy and their right to be fully involved in decisions about their care. At all times, I will be honest and trustworthy, respecting and protecting confidential information. My personal beliefs will not produce my care of patients. Recognising the limits of my competence will keep my professional knowledge and skills up to date. If I believe that I or a colleague may not be fit to practice, I will act quickly to protect patients from risk. I will not abuse my professional position and will work with colleagues in the ways that best serve patients. I will never discriminate unfairly against patients or colleagues, and I will always be prepared to justify my actions to them. I make this promise solemnly, freely, and upon my honour. If you agree to the terms of the oath, say I do.
The platform party be seated. Can I invite all of you who have received your awards this afternoon to stand so that you can receive the greetings of the representative of Council, Mr. Gethin Lewis, and of Mr. Jack Navin, the representative of the Students' Union.
Bydded i'ch gofal fod bob amser bydd enw da'r brifysgol a lles ein byd. May your care ever be for the good name of our university and the well-being of our world.
You are now members of the distinguished alumni of this university. May your association with the university be cherished and constant throughout your life, and may your care ever be for the fellowship of our university and the welfare of all people.
Now, before you sit down, I'm sure that all you very proud graduates would like to join in a long-standing tradition at Cardiff University at these ceremonies, and that is to pay a special tribute to your families and friends who have supported you in so many ways over many years, not least financially, and indeed to thank the academic staff who have helped you reach this important point in your life today. Can I therefore invite you to turn around to greet your family and friends and to say a very special and public thank you to them by giving them an enthusiastic round of applause. Thank you, and please be seated.
Vice-Chancellor, Ron Simmons has been an unusual but highly effective career. After a first in physiology in Cambridge, he trained as a doctor, becoming a senior registrar, before reading for his LLB and going into public health administration, where he developed an enduring interest in medical law and ethics, as attention shifted from decisions by individual practitioners to the adequacy or otherwise of the systems and the delivery of patient care. He was Director of Public Health for Cambridge and Huntingdon Health Authority from 1991 to 98, and a leading figure in the development of cost-benefit rationing of healthcare. In medical ethics and planning, he was already facing the issues which are almost daily in the news today. Subsequent stages in his career show him foreseeing the importance of these same matters in future medical developments. In the mid-1990s at the Department of Health, he took a close interest in the Human Genome Project and at once recognised the need for the public to be adequately informed and involved in its ethical aspects and its implications for public health. In the past 10 years, he has played a key role at a national and international level in public health genomics and policy. He established the Public Health Genetics Unit in 1997 and its successor, the Public Health Genetics Foundation, in 2007, in part as sources of reliable information for public debate, not least for the House of Lords. That, you will remember, sir, was the time when the genetic interests of that upper house were shifting from the transmission of titles to the transmission of medical characteristics. He stood down as Chief Executive Officer in September 2009 and is now Chairman of the Foundation's Board of Trustees, maintaining his special interests in the strategic development of the Foundation, on international leadership in public health genomics, and in the Foundation's work on the evaluation and regulation of genetic tests and molecular biomarkers. He serves on the Department of Health's Genetics Commissioning Advisory Group and the Steering Group for the National Genetic Testing Network. He has previously been chairman of the Diagnostic and Screening Panel of the United Kingdom's Health Technology Assessment Programme, a member of the Joint Committee of Medical Genetics of the Royal Colleges, and on the Council for the British Society of Human Genetics. He holds an honorary professorship at Hong Kong University and is the chairman of GRAPHIN, the Genome-Based Research and Population Health International Network, with its headquarters in Canada. He lives in Cambridge. Usefully, sir, he also pilots his own aeroplane. He has recently drawn urgent attention to the schism between medicine and public health, arguing that, in the light of advances in genomics and the expected evolution of healthcare toward personalised treatment and prevention, the dominant issues for the future can only be effectively engaged if public health and medicine work together as better partners to translate scientific discoveries into benefits for the world at large. He has been a generous benefactor of various institutions, most notably Hong Kong University and the University of Cambridge. He is thinking of taking a philosophy degree, encouraged by his wife, who wants him out of the house, perhaps. Anrhydeddus isgang hechlor, cyflwynaf I ti Ron Zimmern fel cymrawd anrydydd Prifysgol Caerdydd.
Trwy'r awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y cyngor derbyniaf chwi, fel cymrawd anrydydd Prifysgol Caerdydd.
Vice-Chancellor, members of Council, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege for me to be standing before you today to receive an honorary fellowship from Cardiff University, and I thank you all for this. Cardiff is a city that I have visited on and off over the years to see friends, and one where I know I would feel comfortable and at home were I to leave Cambridge, where I have spent the last 35 years. You will know from my citation that since 1997 I have made the topic of public health genomics the focus of my work. And during this time I got to know well the Department of Medical Genetics at this university and many of its distinguished staff. So it was with the greatest pleasure that I accepted the invitation of your Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Tony Jewell, to be his advisor on public health and genetics, since that would, I reckoned, would give me opportunity to spend time in Cardiff, albeit limited with Tony and his colleagues and with members of the genetics department here. Wales has had a most illustrious history in the development of genetics in the UK. Professor Sir Peter Harper was one of the pioneers of the subject, and his influence throughout the country, indeed internationally, was great. But what you may not know is the story of how I got involved in all this genetics stuff. And it is this that I want to tell the students today, and the lessons that I think can be learned from it. I started life, as you heard, as a physician and neurologist, and when I was accredited in the subject, I didn't take on a consultant appointment, but did a law degree instead. And armed with this, I trained in public health in Cambridge and went on to be its director in public health for just over 7 years. I'd read a lot of philosophy and medical law and ethics during this period, and so I thought there it was. But then Keith Peters, your chairman of council, arrived in Cambridge from the Hammersmith Hospital in London as the Regius Professor of Physics, and I worked very closely with him. There he appointed many distinguished professors, one of whom was Martin Bobrow, who came up from Guy's to take on the chair in medical genetics. Keith introduced me to Martin at a lunch. This was in 1996. We got talking. I was berated, and I use that word advisedly, I was berated for the fact, which was quite true, that public health physicians knew no genetics. I took that to heart. I didn't know any genetics at the time, and managed to get a small amount of funding from the Regional Health Authority to establish the Public Health Genetics Unit. And in order to do so, I stepped down as the Director of Public Health in Cambridge. I conceived the unit to be a multidisciplinary organisation, involving not just physicians and geneticists, but also epidemiologists, lawyers, philosophers, and social scientists. It has since developed greatly. We are now a fully mature organisation and an independent charitable company, the Foundation for Genomics and Population Health, and we have a national and international reputation. But what are the lessons that I want to illustrate with this story? They are two. First, the role of serendipity, defined as the propensity for making fortuitous discoveries while looking for something unrelated. In other words, the role of luck in your life. But more than that, by making sure that luck does not pass you by. My meeting with Martin Bobrow through Keith was a serendipitous meeting. But that event was a turning point. I used it to link a subject I knew nothing about, that is genetics, to my professional activities, the practice of public health, and I did something about it. Second, the importance of multidisciplinarity. The joy of working with people from different disciplines and cultures and the advantages that flow from it are huge. My own temperament, in any event, leads me to being of a generalist disposition. I could never have done a PhD. It would have been far too narrow for me. So the opportunity to bring together lawyers, philosophers, social scientists, information specialists, and others to look at policy issues that concern the place of genetic science in society was something that came reasonably naturally. But my message for you is this. It is far too easy to bury yourselves in your tiny specialist subject. Instead, I urge you to think big and to widen your horizons. Remember, I knew no genetics in 1997. I had to teach myself the subject and then to integrate it with public health. Much innovation comes from working across disciplines. Indeed, as we traverse the 21st century, the skills of working across subjects and disciplines will be even more important. So my advice to you is this: whatever your subject and whatever your future career, first, remember the role of serendipity, of using luck to your advantage. And second, embrace multidisciplinarity, of striving always to work across disciplines. Thank you very much.
As a member of Cardiff University Council, it is now my duty to draw this ceremony to a close. This occasion is naturally one of the most pleasurable in the university calendar, and it has been a joy and a privilege to be on this platform today and to see the pride and relief of all new graduates. It's also been very enjoyable to witness the expressions of happiness and even greater relief on the faces of your families and friends as they proudly watched you graduate today. It's also been a privilege that we've had the opportunity to share this occasion with today's Honorary Fellow, Dr. Ron Zimmerman, and the lessons that he has been talking about. A real inspiration to us all for his success in the world of medicine and the wider contribution he has made to public health genomics. As you now go as graduates into the world, I hope you take with you happy memories of your time at Cardiff University and in the capital city of Wales. Confidence that your studies have been a valuable contribution to your lives so far, and a determination to use your qualifications, skills, and talents in the service of humanity to make our world a better place. Pob hapusrwydd a llwyddiant I chi gyd yn y dyfodol. I wish you all continued success and happiness for the future. Good luck, pob lwc, diolch yn fawr. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of this extra special day for you and your families. Thank you.